Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh. And today we have some awesome Season 11 Walking Dead news, and we have some synopsis, episode synopses.
Yeah, guys. So good to be back. Josh was on vacation last week, and it's been pretty busy this week. So
we pumped out a couple, right?
We pumped out a couple, but it's been a few days since
but
you guys
those were
have seen
recorded
us,
a week ago.
Yeah, those have been recorded. So we are glad to be back. I have an absolute massive headache right now from work, and the only thing that can relieve that is doing these videos.
Some
and
zombies.
Talking about Walking Dead shit, okay? Yes, as you guys know, AMC is doing an 11 weeks reveal every Thursday at noon of reveals for season 11. So we already did the first reveal, which were the kind of the first look photos. So for this reveal, we're actually going to reveal last week and what they just revealed today. As you guys are watching this on Friday, it was yesterday. So
we're going to start off with some Season 11 first look photos.
Yes. So, number one, it is our group, and they are enjoying the best post-apocalyptic soup you could ever dream of.
Looks like they're in some kind of camp.
Yeah, so they're definitely still with the Commonwealth. They've probably moved them all to maybe like a staging location or something. You know, we still need these interviews from Lance Hornsby. We haven't gotten them yet, but so they're probably discussing like, who are these people? What do you think they want to do? How are we going to communicate back to the group? How the fuck are we going to get out of here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, they're fed.
They're fed.
And they're given, obviously some drink, right?
Yep,
so, I think that by now they probably realize they're dealing with at least somewhat decent people.
Somewhat decent, but still mysterious, and who knows how long it's going to take for them to get the answers, but we have 24 episodes to figure that out.
Yeah.
The next one, guys, we are in, it looks like kind of like an old subway system, but there is a massive amount of people here. We have Maggie, we have Alden, there's Negan back there, Daryl Dog, Father Gabriel, and we got some new peeps in the mix.
Is Carol in there? I don't see Carol.
I don't see Carol in there. This is big black dude right next to Father Gabriel. Way behind Negan in the beard. Is it Thomas C.? I can't remember his name. You guys know who I'm talking about. He's a very big actor. He was I think he was just in maybe 1 or 2 episodes. He's part of the Hilltop group. That might be Cole back there in the left corner. Can't really see. Here's a woman here. So another guy here.
What's interesting about this is the fact that Negan's there.
Isn't that
Maggie.
sweet? Yeah.
So got to wonder, are they getting closer to some type of at least mutual respect? I don't know. Can you ever? Maybe she'll never respect him, but you get it. Like,
they're gonna work together.
What are they looking for?
Yeah, exactly. So what Father Gabriel is looking at on the wall, if you guys remember when AMC were doing these little quick teasers of the Commonwealth, we got this shot here of the subway system where it says, if there is a God, he will have to beg for my forgiveness. And that is exactly what Father Gabriel is looking at. So
that is a wicked statement to say.
Yeah. Yeah, and a wicked thing to paint. So has it always been there, or is it something new? Who knows?
So you're saying you're more powerful than God?
Yes.
Okay. That's what we're going with.
It is the Commonwealth people, or whoever, or maybe it's the Reapers. We don't really know who they're searching for.
I don't think that's the Commonwealth.
Yeah, it could be the Reapers. So the next one, a beautiful shot here of Carol, Magna, and Kelly.
Yeah.
So they all have like a nice little smirk on their face. Like, who are they looking at? Is this like the reunion with Connie or something, or is it something else? I don't know. They all have like a smirk on their face.
Magna's got some rope. I'm wondering if that's something to do with the mine.
Maybe these three are actually going out and searching for her, Daryl is on a different mission. Maybe they're, because of Alexandria's dire straits, maybe they're doing a run for food, because I'm sure that everybody's desperate for food.
I got to imagine if they haven't found Connie and they're at the site to where Connie had disappeared, Kelly probably wouldn't be smiling.
Probably not. So this seems like more of a heartfelt moment of something. Yep. So we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, those are. We got one more. Sorry, we have the zombie bus. It looks like a
subway.
Subway. Excuse me. Yeah, subway.
Yeah, just based upon their location. Walking through the subway.
Yeah. So those guys look cool. Sorry to say that you guys ended up dying on the subway. Didn't make it, but that's your new home now. And anyone who passes through there You're gonna have to talk to him. See
Maybe
what's up.
Mark from Invincible passed through there.
Oh God! Oh
Fives?
man, fives.
Fives.
If you guys haven't seen Invincible, if you don't know that reference, oh my God, go watch Invincible right now.
It was
Woo!
horrific.
It was brutal. So yeah, those are the reveals, guys, of the photos. Now, let us get into the season 11 plot synopsis, and we are going to start this. Previously on The Walking Dead, our survivors confronted past demons and combated new threats, with friendships and relationships suffering from mounting collateral damage that is the apocalypse. Alexandria is severely compromised, left a former shell of the home it once was from the carnage and devastation left behind by the Whisperers.
Now all who live in Alexandria struggle to fortify it and keep its increasing numbers of residents, which include the survivors from the fall of the kingdom and the burning of Hilltop, along with Maggie and her new group, the Wardens. Alexandria has more people than it can imagine to feed and protect. Their situation is dire and tensions heat up over the past events, and self-preservation rises to the surface within the ravaged walls.
They must secure more food while they attempt to restore Alexandria before it collapses like countless other communities they have come across throughout the years. But where and how? More haggard and hungrier than ever before, they must dig deeper to find the effort and strength to safeguard the lives of their children, even if it means losing their own.
Meanwhile, unbeknownst to those in Alexandria, Eugene, Yumiko, Ezekiel, and the princess are still being held captive by mysterious soldiers who are members of a larger and unforthcoming group.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Like our movie voices?
Yeah, did you like that? We have to back up here for a second, and we have to go back to Maggie's group, the Wardens.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of a cool name, but I kind of want to know the significance of it. Like the Wardens. What are they the Wardens of? Now, is this what they were already called? You know what I'm saying? It seems like they are. It seems like that's what they were already called.
Yeah, so like, wow, man.
Wardens
Like,
of the North. Wardens of the East.
Are they like a group that was solely based on the sole purpose of this group was maybe to, what does a warden do? Contain evil, contain those who had done wrong.
Right. Monitor, but wardens, I mean, you think of a warden of a prison, yes, they monitor all the prisoners, they make sure they're doing what they're supposed to, their well-being, but
they are the they are the symbolic character of someone that has encaptured, or not encaptured,
right?
But holding people, right. So I mean, are the hunters, maybe ex-military prisoners?
The Reapers, you mean?
Yeah, Reapers.
The Reapers,
sorry.
yeah. I mean, we've kind of seen that they're kind of, from the one person that we've seen, he was all kind of like guerrilla warfare. He seemed to be very militarized. We thought that what's his face from Terminator 2? Sorry, I forgot his real name, but we thought maybe he was going to be part of the Reapers. It turned out to be not. But yeah, I think that, we had a theory where the Reapers, we were thinking maybe these were the leftover people who were so pissed off that their communities failed that they blamed Georgie and Maggie, and that they're just on this mission to get her. Now, we're going to be finding out who the Pope is. I'm very excited to find out who that is.
The Warden
and the Pope. The Wardens against the Reapers, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, so, stay tuned. We're going to be having another video talking about Alexandria and the Hilltop, actually, but man, from Alexandria is in dire straits, and they're trying to search for food. So I'm wondering if that picture that we saw of the subway, I think they're going out, probably doing a run.
Do we have another video on that?
We will be doing another video on that, yeah. So it's Alexandria's tough right now. We've seen it from the ends of the last season, and we kind of saw they kind of give us another reveal, a very dark looking picture from this season of Alexandria. It looks dead. I mean, it's hard. I mean, the Whisperers destroyed it.
You got to wonder if that's just a little callback to what was meant to be
right
in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. So this plot sounds cool for this season, and another reveal that they gave us, guys. Now, earlier they did already reveal the first 2 episodes of the first half, which is 11A, but they have actually released the rest of the titles, and we're going to go through these, and they did provide the detailed synopsis for the first 2 episodes, so we're going to do those. I'll get into episode 1, and Josh will get into episode 2. So episode number 1 is Acheron. I had to look up how to pronounce that.
That's why I wanted you to read it.
Yeah, it's Acheron Part 1, and that synopsis reads... Returning to Alexandria from a critical food mission, the group realizes it isn't enough. Maggie proposes a new plan, potentially a suicide mission. What choice do they have? They must find more food for all of their people in order to survive and efficiently rebuild Alexandria. If they don't, Alexandria falls, taking them down with it. Once on the road, sweet, they're getting back on the road, a violent storm erupts, forcing them underground into a subway tunnel. Wow. As nerves fray and suspicions increase, chaos ensues. The terror is relentless as our people get a glimpse of what Maggie and her group endured prior to returning to Alexandria. Meanwhile, those captured by the strange soldiers are relocated to another undisclosed location. So that kind of fits in with the pictures that we actually saw. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. That sounds legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
scary subway on the road. There you go.
Haven't done it before.
haven't done that before.
So they're in a city then?
They're in a... Yeah, we don't know where they are. Yeah, they didn't say. They're in a city somewhere.
How many cities have subways?
Big cities.
Big cities, exactly. Does Atlanta? Well, they're not close to Atlanta.
They're not close to Atlanta.
No, no.
So, I don't know.
They're outside Washington, D.C., aren't they?
Yeah, they're in Virginia.
Virginia.
So, I mean, they're somewhere. So it'd be interesting to know exactly where they're
up.
at. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know where they are if they're in a subway system. So
they could be anywhere.
Yeah, could
be
anywhere.
Not really.
Yeah.
All right, Acheron Part 2. The group discovers a member did not make it safely inside the subway car. Surrounded by walkers, going back into the tunnel to search is a guaranteed death wish. All eyes are on Negan as the rule of survival shifts. It is no longer no man left behind. The motto now is we keep going. With very little ammo and energy remaining, the group must ready themselves as the walkers have found a way inside the subway train. The picture we just saw. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Daryl is in his own intense, hellish situation, trying to find Dog and finding more than he expected. That's interesting.
It's very interesting.
And Yumiko challenges the process of the Commonwealth outpost.
They use the name. They
just
used the name.
They just used the
name. It's the Commonwealth. We knew it was going to be, but we didn't really know. But yeah, sorry.
Nice. There you go.
Yep.
Interesting. They're in an outpost and not actual Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Which threatens her future and that of Eugene, Ezekiel, and Princess.
They used the name, guys. We have finally got confirmation that it is going to be the Commonwealth. That was the thing that we've always talked about was they could use the same stories and characters, but will they call it the Commonwealth? And they finally gave us the confirmation.
I want to go back to Daryl real quick because he's dealing with his own hellish situation, and the phrase that was used there was go back to it?
He's trying to find Dog. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's trying to find Dog, but it says
finding more than he expected.
Finding more than he expected. Couple things there. Dog doesn't really run away. Right, we've seen him run away. Mm-hmm. Where have we seen him run away?
Oh, going back to
her,
back to Leah.
Yeah, finding more than he expected.
Oh shit! Yeah, because Leah's still missing.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
So does he lose Dog because Dog picks up the scent of Leah?
And is Leah part of the Reapers? Like that's a video that we did a while back. Could she be part of a video?
And we don't want that.
We don't want that. We don't.
No,
we really don't. Because she seemed, they
were in love.
They were in love, and Leah, from her backstory, she seemed, because she said she was with a group of people, like she was in the army, and she had, the army tattoos. We kind of showed that in the video.
Yep.
So it could have been what she did in her past life, but don't you think that those members of her Brotherhood basically carried over? Could part of those people be the Reapers? And then after Daryl, the whole breakup, she found one of them and they're like, come join us. We're doing.
It would be much like a scenario where Daryl was on the road and met the gosh, I want to call them the hunters, but they're not the hunters. Those guys that had that weird code. You keep what you claim or whatever.
Oh, the claimers.
The claimers. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's much like that where Daryl found a group. He liked the structure. Does Leah do the same thing?
Right.
You know, she's an ex-military. She sees this military group. She's used to that structure in life, and to survive sticks with it. I hope that's the case, and I hope she's not actually one of them.
I know. Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, of course, he found Dog, you know, with the picture that we saw him in, but we don't know the timeline, but very interesting.
Well, that's in the subway.
Yeah, that's in the subway, too.
And that synopsis, I believe, was after the subway. Or
seemed like it, or still part of it,
at
maybe
least the
deeper
dog
into
part.
it. Yeah. So, episode 3, guys, titled "Hunted." So I think this episode's probably going to be dealing with the Reapers and them hunting, either them hunting them or the Reapers hunting us. I don't, our group. Who knows?
Yep.
But episode 4, rendition.
Yep.
Yeah, not too much of what we're thinking.
We can't really
think anything of it. Episode 5, Out of the Ashes. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter of people thinking maybe that could be something referencing Connie, because she's rising from the ashes. Could it also be Alexandria rising from the ashes, or maybe Hilltop rising from the actual ashes because it was burnt to the ground? No idea.
Episode 6, On the Inside. Now, is this maybe a call to Leah being on the inside? Maybe she's not one of them, but
yeah, or maybe
Daryl finds her, realizes she's with them, but keeps her there.
Right.
But anyway, it could be on the inside. Could be at the Commonwealth too.
Could be. Yeah, they're on the inside. So.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Episode 7, Promises Broken.
That could be a lot.
That could be
our group of the Commonwealth. That could be our group internally right now searching for food. Promises broken. Who the hell knows? We'll find out when they release the synopsis for them all.
Seems Commonwealthy.
Maybe. Yeah.
Episode 8, For Blood.
For the finale of the first part. Oh, for blood. Holy shit. Does that sound like revenge to you?
I think so. I think that they're going to probably finish up the hunters in the first 8 episodes.
The Reapers?
The Reapers.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're actually thinking of the comic book version of the Hunters.
I am, dude. I am. Yes, I think that we're going to finish up the Reapers in the first 8 episodes.
Yeah, I think so too. We're not going to go too long, we don't think, guys, with the Reapers. It is a very interesting story, but the real meat of this is going to be the Commonwealth.
Yeah, but do you think we'll get a lot of the Commonwealth? I don't think so. Not in the first 8.
Not in the first part. I think it's still going to be like we're going to get back to, Eugene, Ezekiel, and them like just talking and things going on. I think it's going to be baby steps at first, and then as we get into the latter parts of the season, the parts B and C, that's when we'll really dive into it. So, amazing reveals. There were some people on Twitter that weren't too excited. They were like, "We waited a week for this." Just the 8 episodes. It's like, it's a reveal.
It's a week.
I know. I mean, they're not going to give too much away. It's getting us pumped for the return of this, and we are excited and sad at the same time because the Walking Dead main show is ending. But guys, don't worry. They have plans to do a ton of stuff. Tales of the Walking Dead, spin-offs that they may be planning. And yes, it has still been over 2 years that we haven't gotten any Rick Grimes news. But be patient. It will come.
I'm not done.
But I do know of a lot of fans that are like, if we don't get something soon, we've feared that too. Like, you're going to neglect a lot of the fans who are just going to forget and like not care.
Well, COVID took a year of it.
COVID took a lot of it. For
but
sure.
Still,
they're supposed to be starting to film this spring. Well, it's actually summer. It's actually summer now. Excuse me. But Andrew Lincoln, I don't know what the situation is. I know it was England's COVID protocols are very strict right now, and so that's why he hasn't been able to get out of the country. So
really,
I don't know if it's like that still now, but it was months ago, kind of at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So
it'll be interesting to see if we get any news on that, guys. But overall, I loved the reveals that came through.
Pumped for this. The pictures, the overall synopsis, the first 2 episodes synopsis sounds great, and these titles are awesome. These titles are good. Now we'll save more information on this later in other episodes, but I'm hoping that they do reuse some of the last volume of the Commonwealth, some of those titles. I hope they do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Take them straight from the comic books.
Yeah,
And just
I mean
make them
they've done
titles.
that before, but typically it's been a big episode, a
big
mid-season finale, a season premiere, or a season finale.
Oh, going back to these first episodes, Greg Nicotero is not directing this premiere.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because usually Nicotero does do a premiere.
Yeah. Kevin Dowling is actually doing these first 2 episodes.
We'll see how they go.
We'll see how they go. So once again, let us know what you think in the comments. Smash the like button if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, and subscribe if you're new. And stay tuned. We have some amazing videos coming next. We have some fear videos, and we have some other videos talking about some things in season 11 that may be coming up. So I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.